I shared recently that the struggle is real. And I also shared that I took a sabbatical from this small business of mine as I sorted through some of the issues I was having, the most concerning one being fear, the fear of failure, the fear of not knowing exactly each step of the way, and took the time to really evaluate if this is where God was calling me. And through that process, I shared this shirt, "The Struggle is Real, Girl, You Better Pray." And that was about 2 weeks ago. And I was very excited to start printing and creating t-shirts and art and illustrated faith again. And I had quite a few requests for "The Struggle is Real, Girl, You Better Pray." So I came up here one day and flipped the switch to turn on my heat press, and nothing happened. And I thought, well, this must be a sign. I thought I was supposed to start making these shirts again, and now my heat press is broken. So I sat on that and with that for a few days. And then I thought, no, your heat press is broken, fix it, and get back to work. And so my husband tore apart the heat press and looked at all the different pieces and used his meter to test how the electricity was flowing in the different parts. And finally, he said, "Jenny, why do you have it plugged into a surge protector?" And I thought that that was the reasonable thing to do, that if there was ever a storm or the power went out, that I should protect the piece of equipment and put it through the surge protector. And he said, well, no, actually, Jenny, that's why it's not working correctly, and that's the problem. And when he shared this all with me, it made me laugh and made me realize that so often in my life that my issues, when I think things are broken or I think something is too difficult for me to figure out, or I don't understand, or I'm trying to discern, what's God speaking to me in this, that truly it's just because I'm not plugged into the source. That maybe I found something that I think is where I'm supposed to be plugged in, and it's just not. That as soon as my husband moved the cord back to the power source in the wall and to that circuit, my heat press is working fine. And it reminded me of John 15. "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." Boy, isn't that the truth? For the last several days, I kept thinking, well, maybe I'm really not supposed to be doing this. Maybe this is just one more thing, one more little setback to just say, I think we're done here. And the truth is that we can really get wrapped up in those lies and disbelief and really and truly know there's an issue or a problem. We need to figure out what that is and figure out, am I plugged into the right place? Am I seeking from the right source? And the truth is, when we're not, apart from him, we're nothing. And apart from my heat press being plugged into the actual power source, it wouldn't work. So I just want to share with you, I know some of you are probably frustrated, wondering why I keep saying I'm going to post shirts and I haven't yet in our store. It's because I've been fighting these little spiritual battles. God's been teaching me so much about him through this crazy process of making t-shirts. And I continue to circle back to, okay, Lord, every time he pulls me closer to him, it's through an illustration he shows me through making t-shirts right now. And I find it very humorous. But I will leave you with this today. Are you plugged in to the right source? Sometimes we think what's actually saving us is actually what's causing our things not to work. What's actually pulling us further away from the solution, what's actually disconnecting us from the source of power. Because when I was plugged in here, I kept tripping the breaker. But when I plug into the source of power, I haven't had a problem since. So he is the vine and we are the branches. Apart from him, we can do nothing. And I do promise that I am trying to print some more shirts to put on the website. I've just been jumping through some hurdles and learning some lessons along the way. He speaks to me through t-shirts, and I hope he's speaking to you as well.